Hey guys, Mike from Boyer Bows. Okay, today I'm going to show you how I make a quiver out of a big piece of bamboo. I guess that covers it. So let's get started. What I am going to do first is get the bamboo. Ooh, that's dark. Let's see if switching around. It's got some more light there. There we go. Clean it off though. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a look at the bamboo here, and I just take an arrow. Alright. Take an arrow. Now, all bamboo has this little membrane in it wherever you see one of these nodes. This is the node right here, and this is the membrane. I'm calling it a membrane that goes across the bamboo from the node. Obviously this has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 nodes, so there's going to be 5 membranes here. I am going to use one of those membranes as the base of my quiver, and what I decided was that the bamboo can crack very easily, as you can see from this right here. There's a crack here, and there's another crack here. Yeah, and usually there's one on the other side too. Now, the thing is, those cracks do not, as you can see, go all the way through the bamboo. And even if they did, the bamboo is probably going to hold. But you want to try to start off with as little few flaws as possible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use, as the bottom, I'm going to use this node as my base, and then we'll put the arrow here, get an idea of how long this thing needs to be, and then I just come up, and obviously I'm going to cut right about there where my finger is, so that I get rid of this node as well. So I'm only going to have to knock out 2 of these nodes. Alright, so the thing about cutting bamboo is you got to be careful it doesn't crack. Just like those cracks I showed you. You drop the bamboo, it's probably going to crack, especially after you cut it. So what I like to do is I have this wonderful, wonderful, wonderful thing called a stave press. That's this. And the nice thing is I just put the bamboo in here. I cannot recommend this device more, guys. It improved my bow making and all my other project making by leaps and bounds. Alright, anyway, I'm going to use a saw, which means this is going to take a while. And the reason I'm using a saw and not a hand saw and not a power saw is that a power saw will vibrate and tend to cause those cracks. You really need to do it with a hand saw. Yeah, it takes a while. Remember, these things are hollow. It's not going to take quite as long as it looks like it's going to take. So I start on my line. Also, I know I said this is my base. I like giving it an inch or 2 more just for aesthetic purposes. And I just think it looks better than if you try to, just do right on the node. Give it an extra little something something just for looks. Alright, let's try to cut. You want to be gentle with this. You don't want to force it. Let the saw do the work, guys. Not your hand. Don't put a lot of pressure on it. Be really calm with it and just let the saw do the work. really just trying not to force it, because that's what makes it crack. Now we have our base. Now look, I'm going to show you, move the camera here, show you how smooth that came out. Look how nice and smooth that is. That's pretty much finished right there. And like I said, right where the node is, we got our membrane. And it's pretty solid. Whoops, sorry, pretty solid. And nice finished, smooth edge. I'm going to skin the whole bamboo, so all of this little extra stuff will be coming off. Alright, now I'm going to cut the top. Alright. This I'm going to cut right under the node. Find the lowest, well, you know what, I should start from the lowest point on the node. So, okay, that's the lowest. Alright, so that's where I'm going to cut this one. You know what, always measure twice, cut once. So let's just put the arrow in here. There's the node, there's the arrow. Okay, I don't want to cut just right under the node. I want to cut about there. I'm going to leave my finger on it. I want all of the feathers out of the quiver. So I'm going to go about here, and here we go. Again, make sure you let the saw do all the work. And if you come off and you give it a little scratch or something, don't worry about that. I'm going to show you how to skin this bamboo and make it look really pretty. Too fast, slow down. There you go. There's that piece. And this is going to end up being our quiver. Alright, let me show you where we are now. And this is going to be a back quiver, guys. So here's our quiver. Okay, the arrow's going to go in this end here. And the arrows are going to stick out of the quiver kind of like that. So that's about where the arrows will be. Plenty of room, well, maybe a little lower, about there. Plenty of room, won't screw up the feathers, and it's going to be really nice. Alright, that's part one, guys. Tune in next time for part two, where we show you how to remove the membranes from the bamboo. So exciting. Okay. Mike from Boyer Bows, this is part one of making a bamboo quiver.